I'm here with the one and the only Hollis Mahady Smeriglio. Gotta ask you, Hollis, what prompted you to start your own record company and television network?
Well, Dan, as you know, I was in the Hollywood music industry scene for many, many years. And the truth is, I didn't want to play by their rules. I didn't like how things were operated. I thought it was very unfair. Really, politics and favors always outweighed hard work and talent. And I worked hard, and I believed I had the talent. And so many years later, it took a long time, but I vowed one day I would put my own music out on my own record label. And I needed the vehicle. So putting it out on your own platform, your own network, truly I needed a home for myself. So Voice of Freedom Records is really out of necessity because I wanted to be in control of my own music. I wanted to put it out myself and not blame anyone else when things never got done. Because the truth is, when you're an independent artist, you do a lot yourself. So I figured if I wasn't going to do it, then who else was? Either I would build it myself, which took a long time, or I would sit around waiting and wasting another 5 or 10 years hoping someone else would notice me, someone else would give me that big break. I did that for a long time, waiting on others. I said, you know what? I got to create my own opportunities, my own reality. I always wanted to be on TV sets. I always wanted to be in music videos. I always wanted to entertain, sing, be on stage. And I did. I went out there and I did it. But it always came with the set of rules that you had to play by in order to get those opportunities. So I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to make my own opportunity for myself. I did this really for myself, to give myself a platform to get out there with the hopes that one day other people could come and join and be part of it in a new music industry, a new platform that you don't have to compromise, you don't have to do things you're not comfortable with just to put your music out, just to get seen, to get an audience. You shouldn't have to do that. I had to face that for so many years and I just got sick of it. It's a saturated market with TikTok and YouTube and this and that. And I said, you know what? Why don't I just create my own home where at least I could tell people, hey, you could see me on this TV network. It's my TV network now. It's our TV network. It's really for the voice of the people. It was really important to me for us to stay independent and not take those big money backers. God knows we needed the money, but we built it the true way. We both worked jobs. We put all of our own money into it. And truly, so that gives us that freedom that we're not owned by anyone. No one's going to tell me what to do, what I can say, what I have to look like, what I have to wear, what I have to sing. I can do that here. And if other people and artists want to join, which is my goal, that after I put my music out, that other people want to help and we really make this into something good and big and a safe space for artists to come and know that the person who started it literally is one of you. No, gone are the days it's like not some record executive who has no idea what the struggles of a real artist feels like. They have not been through the disappointments. They have not been through the compromise or the tests and all the bullshit that you have to go through just to try to sing your song, just to get a platform, just to put your stuff out there, just to be taken seriously. I think all artists and musicians should be taken seriously. Art is a gift from God. Music it's our soul, and it's become valueless in today's society because there's just so much of it. And sometimes I feel people are creating for the wrong reasons. They think, oh, they're going to get famous, I'm going to get all these followers. Here, what is being built is Voice of Freedom Records being built on integrity, on truth, on soul, on passion, on hard work, and showing that that's really what matters, and that you can win and you can get ahead and you can get a big platform and you can get discovered if you do things the right way. So I talked a lot, but that's basically why I wanted to create this. And Voice of the People USA Radio, a TV network, is the platform. It's the home for me, and hopefully it's a home for other artists who understand that when you come together and work together, not with competition, not with strings attached, just help each other, because if you could really relate with each other, we all trying to do the same thing. We're just trying to pursue what we love and make a living doing it.
So basically what you're saying is passion, integrity, and raw talent still matters.
Yes, here it definitely does. I have always believed that, and that's true.
And it's lost these days. It's lost in a very crowded world where everything's about who you know. I could say something else, but you know where I'm going with that.
Yeah.
So you're not looking to own artists and control their music. You're looking to actually give them an environment that fosters creativity and actually helps people out.
Yeah, and give them the exposure that, one, you worked really hard and many, many years. You can't buy that, and you can't make that happen overnight. You know, people can buy followers. They could get their quick, maybe notoriety on TikTok for like a week or a month, but they're a flash in the pan, and it goes away. It all goes away when it's not built on the foundation. Here, the foundation is core, and that's, again, giving people actually the exposure is the big thing of that's the one thing we do have here because of what you've done for so long, and you have a built-in audience, and giving the people that exposure that they want, but to be able to grow and know that nothing comes for free, and hard work is hard work. You get out of it what you put into it. So here it's literally an opportunity if you're there to seize it. You know, you come, if you have good quality, if you have good content, you could grow your audience here. You know, if you're not that great, you could get better. We're not like going to kick you off if you don't have 1 million followers. It's not about that here. It's about people who are literally willing to put in work, be a good person, have some freaking morals this day and age, which is missing. The reason why we have a radio and TV network right now is because it took years and years of work. It doesn't happen overnight, but we're willing to share that with you because we don't want you to have to go through that really, really long, hard road. Not to say anything's easy, and sometimes struggle is good because it will help you appreciate it and work for what you have and hold on to it and appreciate it. But at the same time, I don't suggest anyone ever having to go through what we went through. But that's the whole point, to make it just a little bit easier, to make it so you don't give up. Because I think it's so hard that a lot of people drop out and they never follow their dreams and they give up maybe before they started because it's so overwhelming. That here, we made it easier for people. We help take that really hard struggle of setting everything up and wondering how you're going to stream and how you're going to pay for it and how is it going to go to 800 social media platforms, and where it's just over freaking whelming. I know that. It's made me want to stop many times. Never did. What we did was push through and try to figure it out. So we're giving that gift back to people. We're hoping that, you know, people appreciate it, and then when they come to the network, put your part in, help us all, because at the end of the day, we truly are the voice of the people.
Something you've always said is the best musicians, the best singers, the best artists are the ones working at minimum wage jobs that nobody's ever heard of before. And you know what that's like, you know, and you had to do your time. And yes, you're a unique case where you got to travel the world and do everything. But what did you make doing that financially?
Financially, nothing. I never made anything. It was always, you know, sold as it's some kind of privilege to be out there, just doing what you do and what you're good at and what God and your soul called you to do. So I never made any money during that time, and you know, not even a living. So you know, there was a lot of shady things happening, and I think that's another thing. I really want this Voice of Freedom Records and our music channel to empower artists, like learn your own contracts, learn everything yourself. You know, not like you could do everything yourself, but be empowered so you don't get taken advantage of, so you don't have people ripping you off, because they exploit artists and they know that in our soul and our heart, we just want to perform so much that most of us do not really care about money that much. And they see that and they know that, and you're always going to hear, well, music is a business. You always hear that. But the truth is, it's a business for the business people. It's a soul calling and a passion for the musician. And most of us are just like, yeah, if I could make a living, I'd be thrilled. You don't have to be a millionaire. If you're doing music just to make millions, you're just in the wrong field, because there's going to be those top people, but there's gatekeepers there, and there's always a price tag to make the millions with music. Again, not that you can't make a living. I think you can. And I think if the model is changed where more people who are actually good at what they do, they can have the opportunity to make a living. It shouldn't be this class like divide.
So, is this a labor of love for you?
Yeah.
And has it been worth it?
Yeah.
That's two questions in one.
Is it a labor of love? Of course. That's what drives you through all the hard times and all the hard days and all the hard work and never getting paid, because you really truly don't do it for that. And it's always just like, is there enough money to pay rent this month, or to pay the mortgage, or like, do I have enough covered so I could work on this for another week or two without having to go to work? You know, it's really about buying time. And that's what always, if you're not doing what you really love and you're passionate about in business especially, it's not going to fuel you to keep going on those hard days when there's no money coming in, when you're really just relying on your faith in God to make it work. So yes, it's been a labor of love. And has it been worth it? Yeah. You know, it's like seeing the finished product finally coming. It's like, that's something that they can't take away from me. They took away everything before, right? They took away, bands disappeared, record deals disappeared, money disappeared, people disappeared. They were able to all take that away. So the stuff I created and that we created, something you can't take away. So for me, it's definitely worth it to have something that I could call my own and that I'm really proud of.
Lastly, I like that shirt.
Oh, thank
What's
you.
it say?
It says, "The truth shall set you free." And obviously, I think it speaks for itself there, but there's nothing worse in life than going through lying to yourself. If you have a passion, if you have something that is deep burning inside you and you're not doing it, you're going to probably be unhappy. You might be able to fool yourself, but the truth will set you free. Follow that passion. Do what you can. Always be true to yourself. I could never go and work a 9-to-5 corporate job. I just couldn't. I could never sell my soul. I could never take the big money, even though, yeah, there were times we wanted the freaking money. We needed it. But I knew if we did that, we wouldn't be true to ourselves. So the truth always sets you free. And there's a lot of people say, well, at least I could sleep at night. And now we both know we could sleep at night, because to get here, we truly did it from blood, sweat, tears, and no shortcuts. No shortcuts.
Thank you, Hollis Mahady Smriglia, for everything that you've done, for the gifts that you bring to the world, and for the many gifts that the world will soon get to see and hear from you and get to watch your creation come to life. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome, Dan, and thank you for all the sacrifices and everything you've done. It takes two. We couldn't have done it without each other, and truly, it was a miracle from God when we met, and we will definitely get into that story sometime. But you know, for a long time, we were just individually trucking on this journey, and it was very difficult. But when two combined, that helped each other fill in those pieces that we each needed to make this happen. It's actually quite a miracle that it's all come to life, considering what they've done to try to stop us. So I'm very proud of you. And what were we going to ask?
What's that website again? Not the VOPUSARadio.com. The other website that's very, very important and near and dear to my heart and yours.
So that's my music website. It's www.hollismahady.com. And that's scrolling across the bottom there. My new album will be out eventually. Sooner, hopefully, than later. But as you know, I do everything myself, so it takes a while. But we're going to get there and have the music channel. Is super exciting. So www.hollismahady.com. All my old music's there for you to listen to in the meantime. And stay updated. I'll keep you posted on my own music channel, Hollis Mahady Music, on Voice of the People USA Radio and TV Network, and Voice of Freedom Records.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me, Dan.
Thanks for being here, Hollis.
All right, back to work.